Do you study English every day but still feel like you're not getting better? Maybe you watch English videos, save new words on your phone, study grammar, and even understand some sentences. But then someone speaks English to you and suddenly your mind goes blank. You know the words, but you cannot find them. You try to answer, but you need too much time. Or maybe you can read English, but when you watch a movie without subtitles, it sounds completely different. If this happens to you, the problem may not be that you are bad at English. The problem may be the way you are practicing. Many beginners spend a lot of time studying English, but very little time actually using it. Today, I am going to show you a simple method you can practice in only 15 focused minutes a day. But there is one important mistake you need to avoid, because if you practice these 15 minutes in the wrong way, you can spend months learning words that disappear when you need them. We will get to that in a moment. First, let's start with step 1. For the first 5 minutes, listen to English that you can actually understand. This is important. Many beginners think they need to watch difficult movies or listen to native speakers talking very fast to improve. Then they understand almost nothing and feel frustrated. Do not start there. Choose something simple. It can be a beginner English video, a short conversation, an easy podcast, or a scene from a movie that you already know. Listen to a small part, maybe only 30 seconds. Your goal is not to understand every word. Your goal is to understand the main idea. Imagine you hear, "Hi Sarah, where are you going?" "I'm going to the supermarket. I need some food." You may not understand everything perfectly, but you understand the situation. Sarah is going to the supermarket. She needs food. That is enough to start. Now listen to the same part again. Yes, again. This is where many learners make a mistake. They watch one video, then another, but they almost never repeat anything. Your brain needs to hear useful English more than once. On the second listen, notice words you missed before. On the third listen, try to predict what the person will say. Suddenly, the English that sounded fast starts becoming clearer. Now we move to step 2. For the next 5 minutes, speak. Do not only listen, your mouth needs practice too. Take one simple sentence from what you just heard. For example, "I'm going to the supermarket." Say it out loud, "I'm going to the supermarket." Now change one word. "I'm going to work." "I'm going to school." "I'm going home." Look at what you just did. You did not memorize 4 completely different sentences. You learned one pattern and used it to create new English. Let's try another one. "I need some food." Change the last word. "I need some water." "I need some help." "I need some time." This is much more useful than memorizing a long list of random vocabulary. You are learning words inside sentences that you can actually use. And here is the important mistake I mentioned at the beginning. Many beginners spend most of their study time consuming English. They watch videos. They read books. They listen to music. They study vocabulary. All of these things can help, but if you never try to produce English yourself, you may understand more and more while still freezing when you need to speak. That is why these 5 minutes of speaking are essential. You are training your brain to find English, not only recognize it. You do not need another person to practice this. Look around your room and describe simple things. "This is my phone." "My computer is on the table." "I am sitting." "I am tired." "I want coffee." It may feel too simple, but simple English that you can actually say is more useful than difficult English that you only recognize. Now we have the final 5 minutes, review. And this part is where we make today's English stay in your memory. Do not try to learn 20 new words. Choose only 3 to 5 useful sentences from your practice. Maybe today they are, "Where are you going?" "I'm going home." "I need some help." "Can you say that again?" And "I don't understand." Read each sentence. Say it without looking. Then create a new example with it. If the sentence is, "I need some help," try, "I need some water." If it is, I'm going home, try, I'm going to work. This forces your brain to use the pattern instead of simply memorizing it. And you can make this method fit your life. If you have 15 minutes in the morning, do everything at once. If you are busy, divide it. 5 minutes of listening in the morning, 5 minutes of speaking in the afternoon, 5 minutes of review at night. You can practice while walking, getting ready, taking a break, or before going to sleep. You can also use things you already enjoy. If you like movies, choose a short scene and listen to it several times. If you like YouTube, watch a short beginner-friendly video and repeat useful sentences. If you like books, read one easy page and choose a few sentences. If you like music, listen carefully and notice expressions you recognize. The resource is not the most important part. What matters is what you do with it. Remember the 3 steps: listen, speak, review. 5 minutes for each. And do not make the mistake of constantly searching for new material. Repetition is not a waste of time. Hearing the same sentence again makes it easier to recognize. Saying it makes it easier to produce. Reviewing it makes it easier to remember. Now imagine doing this consistently. Today, you practice 5 useful sentences. Tomorrow, you practice 5 more. Some sentences repeat, and that is good. Little by little, expressions that once required translation can start coming to you more naturally. You do not need to understand an entire movie today. You do not need to memorize a dictionary. And you definitely do not need perfect grammar before you start speaking. You need English that matches your level, repetition, and opportunities to actually use what you learn. So here is your challenge. For the next 7 days, give English 15 focused minutes. 5 minutes listening. 5 minutes speaking. 5 minutes reviewing. Keep it simple and pay attention to what becomes easier by the end of the week. 15 minutes will not magically make you fluent, but 15 focused minutes practiced consistently can be much more useful than studying randomly for hours and forgetting everything later. Start small. Do not skip the speaking. Do not skip the review. And most importantly, do not wait until you feel ready to use English. Using English is part of how you become ready. If you want simple English lessons that you can actually practice, subscribe to the channel. And today, do not just finish this video and move to the next one. Choose one English sentence you learned, say it out loud, change one word, and make it yours. That's your first step.